or apricots are delicious on their own, but they're so versatile and can be enjoyed in a number of dishes, even baked, and of course in desserts. So today I'm joined by Becky, who is an apricot farmer. So tell me a little bit about the history of your farm.
Well, it was started in 1976 by my husband Al. He started farming just 13 acres in Brentwood, East Contra Costa County. We have about 20 acres of apricots, and we grow about 7 different varieties.
Now, when can we find apricots in season?
Well, in Northern California, they start around the beginning of June, and they go through the month of June. In other parts, they go from mid-June to mid-July.
So today I'm making root roasted vegetables with apricots and an apricot goat cheese appetizer. What are you making?
I'm going to make an apricot cobbler.
Let's do it.
Okay. First, we're going to cut, this is about 3 pounds of apricots, and we're going to cut these in half. And it's going to come out to be about 7 to 8 cups of apricots. And we're just going to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar with about 2 tablespoons of flour just to thicken it up a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add a little bit of kirsch, which is a cherry brandy. It's wonderful with any kind of stone fruit, especially cherries, but with apricots it's great. We're going to start making the topping. Take the almond paste, and this is about 3½ ounces in a Cuisinart. So this is a 1/2 cup of sugar, and then I'm going to take 2 tablespoons out of here. I'm going to put it in the Cuisinart with the almond paste just to break up the almond paste a little bit until it's like a fine crumb. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we'll bring the KitchenAid. This is 4 ounces of butter, or 1 stick. Okay, so just going to get that a little bit softened up. Add the rest of the sugar. And next we're going to put in the almond paste and sugar. Now we're going to add the eggs one at a time.
Okay.
I'm going to turn it down low, and this is a 1/2 cup of flour, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So just add that in slowly.
Okay.
So I think the best way to put this on, because it's such a soft batter, is to put little ice cream scoops.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay, so now we're just going to try to spread it out as much as we can. Well, I like to put a little slivered almonds on there,
Okay.
just because I like the crunchy texture. So now it's going to go in a 375-degree oven for about an hour.
Roasted root vegetables with apricot is not really something you would expect, but we're going to use spices to marry those 2 flavors together. So we'll just go ahead and start by quartering these red potatoes, and I'll start on the sweet potato. We are also using a red onion, garlic, and a rutabaga. Now I'm also putting carrots in here. I love these little organic carrots. They have a slightly sweeter flavor, which again works with the apricot really nicely. So let's get our apricots in there. The fresh apricots will really release their sugars and juices and coat the vegetables really nicely while they're roasting. We'll put all of the veggies and the apricots in there, and we'll put 1/4 to 1/2 cup of olive oil, depending on how many veggies you end up with. And then we'll spice them. I'm using paprika, cayenne, red chili flakes, salt, pepper, garlic powder, all of these deep flavors that marry the sweetness of the apricots with the rich flavors of the root vegetables. And we'll put them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 40 minutes. Now we're making a very elegant but effortless appetizer. We're doing apricot goat cheese appetizers. So to get started, you just cut these guys in half and remove the pit. Now we'll take these over to our pan and cook them over a little bit of butter.
Cut side down first.
Cut side down. Now we're not turning it, we're just letting the sugars release and caramelize a little bit in this butter.
Oh, they look great.
Oh, those are perfect. And you can smell the sweetness coming out. All right, Becky, I want you to crush the pistachios. We're gonna fill those apricots with a little goat milk brie. And while you are filling up the apricots, I'm going to chiffonade this basil. All right, So now I'm going to hit each one of these with a little bit of honey, sprinkle a little bit of the pistachio on top, just a little bit of cinnamon. Each one of these will get a ribbon of basil. We've got roasted root vegetables, a dessert, and an appetizer. So we've proven today that apricot really is that versatile. So, all right, let's dig in.
Let's try it.
Okay.
The spices are perfect.
The secret is not to overcook the vegetables.
The goat brie cheese is so delicious with the apricot and the honey.
The honey, yeah, and the cinnamon really tie this dish together.
Let's try the cobbler.
I'm ready. That's incredible. And with fresh apricots and dry, I'm so glad we can enjoy this fruit year-round.